Hello and welcome to my fifth 2-minute stand-up comedy video for lockdown. At school, I was always being told that I was lazy and lackadaisical. And this continued on to my days at university, when there I was, a fresh-faced 19-year-old boy, and I was offered gay sex on a plate without strings. And would you believe it, even then I couldn't be arsed. Have you noticed in these politically correct times, it's perfectly acceptable to tell a certain joke about male gay sex, but when it comes to telling jokes about the female menstrual cycle, you're told these kinds of jokes are totally unacceptable. Period. On the subject of the opposite sex, at our local bank, they took on a new member of staff, a retired headmistress by the name of Patricia Whack. But she said to her boss, "Look, I'm not the dragoner I used to be, and I'm quite happy even to be known by my less formal name, Patty." And he said, "Well, that's very nice. Good." Well, so she was put on a till, and during her first week, this young lad came up dressed as Kermit and said to Patty, "I would like to take out a loan, please." And she said, "Well, what have you got as collateral?" And he said, "Well, Mick Jagger's my dad. Is that good enough?" She was a bit taken aback and said, "Well, but what have you got as material collateral? We have to need to do that." And he said, "All I've got on me is this souvenir replica of Blackpool Tower." Well, not wanting to get things wrong, because she was new, she went to her boss and said, "I've got this young lad who's come in fancy dress as Kermit and wanted to take a bank loan on the basis that Mick Jagger is his dad." And the boss said, "Well, didn't you follow protocol, Patty? Didn't you ask for something of material worth?" And she said, "Well, yes, all he did was produce this replica of Blackpool Tower, a cheap tacky souvenir." And he said, "Give him the money." And she said, "What? Why did Blackpool Tower have such a big influence?" And he said, "Well, think about it. It's a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the frog a loan, his old man's a rolling stone." And that's it for me till next time. Thank you very much.